Right now, we sit up and we look at all that happens to be one goal to zero, which seems to be the first goal being scored at a 12-minute interval to set the difference between Singapore and Nepal. When we look at everything that happens, we should also give the prospects as Singapore might be eager to come back, but we don't know when, don't know the timeline. You just have to stay focused and observe till it comes back. Before we can stay for where is life? Tikan, we didn't have the live. We are just running the live score commentary broadcast as we give update based on vivid challenge on the core factors that determine eligibility of the live session, and that will be giving us something like we got to go more insight than what we expected to see if Singapore will come back before the end of no Nadamari neighbor, and we could go we could go far on what we are having as expectation to really understand without underestimating the effort that bring us closer to the quick statistics in our own timeline. Singapore, yalla, let's go. Nepal, give us the second goal as we approach most important timeline. Yay. Pace me, no massa. I no go cut am. Him be tell you say make I collect 1,750. Na you calculate am now send am for you. Then how I go cut am now?
Prof, see, you know the confusion. You know that between say one instead send 1,050, 1,750.
I want send am for you.
Yeah, I believe to say one man send you a CFA. You get the point now.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking once a man send you instead CFA.
Now instead me now go dey lost 50 fees.
So now instead you now once a man pay na instead give you na 80. I be giving na instead give me 80.
Yeah. Now me now go dey lost 50 fees. But not bad, not bad.
Have you ever paid you now with a council my share?
No, I don't get my share. What you have to do with my share?
I don't know which bank I add you as beneficiary. I want to ask. Beneficiary is my beneficiary. Oh, get the point.
That's where we could be handling all the standard challenges. It's a core factor. Giving in more interesting result that comes with the game at hand.
Rough.
Yes, sir.
How do that?
Yo.
Oh, I think I'll be beneficiary. Oh, how do that?
Superfast frills-free broadband at just $29.99?
Yes, but that's not all. Enjoy waiver of the service activation fee and a free ONT fiber modem worth over $179. Plus, just 360 days of contract and the freedom to buy your preferred router. Terms apply.
Sign up now at simba.sg/broadband. Simba, simply the best.
Fiverr. Find the right freelance service right away. So that's a
Yeah. My PC now. And that's where we get to see the challenges. It means to get past, it means to understand some various uncertainty when we are looking forward. Build on that same margin. Before we can capture
You also, when you the first person, they call you na 50 things.
mm-hmm.
You na wonder.
That means yeah, even my own even cheap.
All the line so cheap.
It's cheap.
And AED.
That will be giving us the preamble of what is happening, what will be happening. Before we are ever going to see every instance that will happen with the core factors. We see the domination still popping, still popping, still popping, still popping. That we have us, that we still be greater standard, making efforts to shine, while Singapore still look up or to Nepal as they see their first corner kick here. First corner kick is coming. The first corner kick is coming in. That we have us geared toward achieving greatness. Before we are going to miss the session out and bring in something more related to our timeline. If there is something to be corrected, as we have seen it all earlier, being done and dusted. So guys, let's see how the first 25 minutes of game time goes by with efficiency in the hands of in the hands of Nepal if they deems it necessary to be gaining the position once more, and we have to center focus and bring more relative challenge in their corners to make sure they have what it takes to be on the timeline before we can really understand what's going to be like to be in the arena of football. So, if we are looking at this international friendly, it should also be noted that we have a lot of anticipation when it comes to a game like this. It's more clear about returning the challenge to make it more challenging before we can see the visualization that will take place all in one position. And if it is helping us to be that vibrant, then we are going to stay up the challenge and still be on the pedestal to get what rightfully will happen and what eventually will be the outcome, since we take all the bull by the hand, trying to reign and trying to run a perfect form when we got all the challenges in our hands. So practically, it has always been a standard challenge where we have seen a whole lot of manifestation, and if we try to face the challenges and different biodiversity, we need to see how teams are using a complete metamorphosis formula to drill and put on a correct scoreline before they are being capitalized and designated as the underdog. Remember, guys, we earlier said and we always say it's not all the teams that knows how to capitalize and handle the home advantage opportunity. Some teams are way more than expected. Some teams doesn't really have the potentials when it comes to facing opponents, especially when we see that there is football supremacy. When there is football supremacy, there is nothing like home advantage can change the scenario. No, home advantage cannot really impact the scenario when there is football supremacy, because that is what's coming like natural phenomenon for us to be seeing all the aspects against other teams. So if we are starting the challenge right away, we need to be more comfortable in giving all that happens. Even when we take the qualification of the FIFA's World Cup between Botswana and Nigeria, they are going to be a trading tackle right now, and we move along the international friendly of the FIFA, where we are seeing Thailand and Afghanistan trade tackles alongside Nepal, uh, Singapore, who are also formidable in doing things their own ways for them to be able to stay up. If we see the first 30 minutes comes to play, we need to see also how Equatorial Guinea give it back to back to Sao Tome and Principe all along. So, Yaya Halim, Salam Alaikum. How are you doing? I hope you are doing good. We are now waiting for the concession to bring us more like what we have never gotten before, because it's going to be another time for us to experience some uncertainty in the arms of getting closer to the challenge. before we can still be up the task to see if it's going to be a gateway to achieving greatness. Because right now, if we look at the World Championship, we're going to see how Ikichura Guinea are moving on majestically with the first minute of their game, while Thailand still anticipate to meet on Afghanistan in this phase. We know it's really challenging, but not an impossibility because of what has happened in lately challenges. So we keep focus and we keep an eye on where things are happening adversely. Same scenario. We tend to see how the goal of Nepal have been it on the ground. They have been preventing the opponent from breaking the clock with achieving two shot on target, three shot off target, one corner kick. Likewise, Singapore, who are not really doing bad, they are also performing at great instance with one shot on target, two shot off target, and one corner kick. Why we are still assessing the viability.
Bro,
Yo,
I'll
bro,
share you.
you want put me in a side?
No, I know you disconnect you.
Uh,
But just say, I want to put my on, no say go share.
so that is where we continue to build
You be connected
barriers.
now.
Yeah. That's where we continue to build barriers
Now it's your own bone like focus.
based
You
on
don't catch focus
Botswana.
now.
Botswana.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your vacation guide. Your suitcases are fully packed. Settle in with your fellow passengers. This will be a long journey with an unexpected turn. You will arrive at your destination in 50 minutes. On arrival, remain seated. All passengers will be guided to their exit. Things may seem unfamiliar at first, and you would have to make your way through the local crowds. But soon, you will get into the swing of the usual customs. After this stressful day, all that remains is for you to sit back and consider doing it all again tomorrow. Your place in nature, closer than you imagined. Shoba Sinia Island.
To be a formidable challenge in their hands. And right now, the chances in the hands of Equatorial with just a few 15% chances. And both teams are struggling teams in their group, as we could see Equatorial Guinea at fifth position with 4 points, and the Sao Tome bottom line with just 1 point. So that's something we need to look into. Who can make it here for the sun to shine? We don't know. Let's look at the standing of both Botswana and Algeria. Although Algeria is dominating with 77% ball position to 23, which is a gross domination, but not limited, as we always see it to be a significant margin toward achieving greatness. So if we take it to that level, we should be able to understand what happens next in this encounter, because it's worth it. So right now, Algeria are doing it right with gross domination. What is left is to undergo a complete metamorphosis, which will transgress the theoretical performance into practical performance for us to be able to build momentum and handle different it's 35 minutes and still looking on how to end the show, the first 45 minutes in Tiesa with Nepal. Nepal 12 minutes goal have not given any opportunities for them to stay up and build momentum again. But even when we try to find out what is happening between Thailand and Afghanistan, we are still looking for the clear definition on how to explain things to fans for them to understand. Because any moment we have not seen a live coverage of a match. I know there are so many blames that we put on ground, and we tend to put it on the broadcaster. But right now, we can already see Thailand and Afghanistan are 7 minutes away. They're 7 minutes gone, but the live coverage to analyze and look into the game of Botswana and Algeria on their covering situation. Botswana are not doing bad. They got a chance of hitting up and meeting uh, Algeria at 9 points, because right now Algeria is occupying second position at 10 points behind Mozambique, who occupies the first spot with 12 points, and Botswana is at the third spot with 7 points. So if they win this game, they are going to stay up to 9 points, and that 9 points will be giving us the challenge that they can bring back Algeria to third spot only by goal difference if they happen to win. So that's a goal. Thailand have just done it against Afghanistan. Thailand just did it against Afghanistan, and that's just a whole lot of manifestation to have taken place within the first 8 minutes of game time, which happens to be a bike. We still try to stay up, look after French shots before Singapore sees the end of first half against Nepal. That will be a variant. That will be a variant for us. That will be a variant for us to have it as potentially viable. Even when we look at the standard challenge of Botswana, although Algeria are dominating, but what is the update? Is it that Algeria are formidable? Is it that Algeria can slide past Botswana? We shouldn't forget that Botswana is defending themselves defensively with 16% ball position, while Algeria are clearing 84% ball position. Even though they clear 84% ball position, they still stands at 0 shot on target, 0 shot off target. Et c'est de ça qu'il s'agit. On voit l'Algérie qu'ils ont en train de dominer Botswana avec 84% de pourcentage, et Botswana joue seulement à 16% de pourcentage pour nous donner le résultat. Mahrez, sure win for Algeria. If they don't win this match, it's going to be a disarray for them. It's going to be a tragic outcome. As we can see right now, they have a whole 100% domination here, with what we could see with a formidable lineup they utilize here: 4-1-2-3. 4-1-2-3 is what they are utilizing, with the like of Giondos, Atal, Mandi, Ben Sobani, Ait Nouri, Zegon, Badoy, Benzia, Mahrez, Guri, Amura, and when we look at Botswana defending themselves here, we are looking at Popo, Velapi, Kopenlang. That's the first corner kick of Algeria. Gwalawi, Johnson, Mohol Siwa, Mdingwane, Sese Nye, Baruti, Sekan Yeng, and Oriboye. That is 4-2-3-1 lineup, backing up for Botswana, who are ready to give us a good result despite their laxity, their lapses. Defense is the problem for Algeria. Actually, defense is the problem, and Botswana are really doing great, because with what Botswana are giving us based on the ball position, I was not when they have not yet conceded or received a treat from Algeria. So both teams are fighting for the second place in their group. If Botswana wins here, they will stay at 9 points alongside Algeria, and the goal difference will determine their fate, who will be runners up behind Mozambique with 12 points. So there is that opportunity, because currently Botswana is at 7 points and Algeria is at 10 points. Although Algeria has goals more than Botswana, but we are going to wait for the surprise package that might come along for where we see Singapore still holding on to the 1-0 deficit to Nepal is what we are not to come back where they are right now, because that seems to be comfortable. It's not about comfortability, it's just about not finding it possible to get an equalization when it's needed for my fans. While we look at Afghanistan as it is a more serene and important challenge. Although that's a goal, Equatorial Guinea gave us already 1-0. Equatorial Guinea gave us 1-0 at 14 minutes against Sao Tome and Principe, and right now we should be expecting more goals from Equatorial Guinea, but with that change the position, it will not really be of Emilio So scored the first goal of Emilio So scored the first goal of Equatorial Guinea against Sao Tome, and that is fantastic. That's a good play. We are endorsing that chance, although it's already from Emilio So. That striker that changes the match scenario at any moment. But we can see
securing cloud infrastructure at scale often means sacrificing speed or efficiency. Overprivileged users and roles heighten risk, while bottlenecked approvals slow development. But it doesn't have to be this way. By implementing zero standing privileges, permissions are granted only as they're needed, so the risk of identity compromise is reduced. Developers gain immediate, secure access, streamlining workflows without the added risks. From bottlenecks to breakthroughs, secure cloud access is made simple. Experience developer-first identity security. Start your free trial today.
Ah, how I wish I could rest undisturbed like her, on a mattress so advanced, even I'm impressed. and I'm supposed to be the smart one. Advance your sleep with Beauty Rest by Simmons. Beauty Rest 100 Years promotion now on. Visit stores today.
So at this juncture, what we expecting to see as more goals come in to render the match more interesting. So Sao Tome right now are devastated. The only trial we have gotten from Equatorial Guinea is a 2 trials on target, which has been able to acquire and bring us the 2 goals lead. So we should be able to see it up and still maintain the challenge. Goal! Emilian Bengono, soyez le bienvenu. Voilà les œuvres comme Guinée Équatoriale nous a en train de donner dans 3 minutes 2 buts de Salvador et Emilonso qu'ils ont marqué dans l'intervalle de 3 minutes. Et on suit le cours d'abord pour nous partager et pour nous suivre, pour qu'on peut plus diriger et qu'on peut plus expliquer ici. Salvador scored assisted by Menchin. That's an excellent challenge.